Have you ever had that feeling of doing something powerful, without even realizing it? As if, just by existing, you were changing everything around you? That's right. Sometimes, your presence heals. Silently, deeply, and without asking for anything in return. Today, the angels want to reveal something that could change the way you see this connection that occupies so much of your heart. There is a person, yes, that one who may have seemed confused, distant, or even cold, who is feeling something much greater than you can imagine. However, this person hasn't been able to name what they feel yet. Because, in truth, what you are doing for them goes well beyond love. You are healing wounds they never had the courage to expose. This healing doesn't happen with words. It doesn't come with promises or explanations. It comes from the way you look, the lightness with which you listen, the affection you convey even in silence. It's your way of being present without suffocating, of embracing without judgment, of loving without expectation. And all of this is resonating in places within this person that have long been silent. The angels show that behind every seemingly simple gesture of yours, there is a divine force at work. A force that touches precisely the spots where this person carried pain, trauma, and fear. And even if they don't say anything, even if they still try to maintain an appearance of control, inside, they are being profoundly touched. Imagine a cracked vase that no one can fix. And then, without making a sound, you approach and start to fill it with light. You don't glue the pieces back together. You don't try to hide the cracks. But with your energy, you make it shine nonetheless. That's what you have been doing for this person. And you know what's the most beautiful part? You didn't do this because you expected something in return. You did it because it's your gift. Because when you truly connect, when you feel there's something special there, you give yourself fully. Even with fear. Even without guarantees. And that's exactly what has transformed her life. This person might be confused right now. She may even try to distance herself to understand what she's feeling. But the angels say, she feels. She knows you're different. That you're not there to repeat patterns, but to break them. That you're not just another presence, but a bridge. A bridge between who she was and what she can still become. Maybe she's never been loved so gently. Maybe no one has seen her soul the way you do. Maybe she's gotten used to relationships that hurt, that demand, that wound. And now, in the face of your silent, powerful love, she doesn't know what to do. She's scared. She's in shock. But she's also waking up. The angels show me scenes. Moments when she thought of you when no one else knew. In the silence of the night, in the chaos of the day, in memories that arise out of nowhere. You are there. Present. Constant. And little by little, she begins to understand that this isn't normal. That this isn't superficial. That you came to touch places no one else had the courage to touch. And that's when everything changes. She starts wanting to understand who you are. What you feel. Why you are still there. And each attempt to rationalize only leads her deeper into the feeling. Because what she feels for you isn't rational. It's spiritual. It's ancestral. It comes from other lives, from soul contracts, from encounters that were destined long before this moment. Now, take a deep breath. Remember that time when something inside of you whispered that someone needed you, even without saying a word? That strong feeling, as if something was off, even when the other person was smiling. That wasn't just in your head. It wasn't imagination. It was real. It was you picking up on a pain that wasn't visible, but existed, and without realizing it, you had already started to care. You didn't come into this person's life by chance. There's something bigger behind it. And maybe he can't even explain it. Maybe he'll never be able to put it into words. But there's a soul there that was exhausted, overwhelmed by everything it had to endure alone. And now, after so much time, it's starting to feel a sense of relief, a feeling of I'm being seen, without even fully understanding why. The truth is, in some way, your presence is helping this soul breathe again. But there's one thing that needs to be said. This process isn't quick, nor is it simple. There will be days when he seems closer, lighter, more open. And on others, he will close off again. And this can affect you. It can bring insecurity. It might even make you think, is it me? Did I do something wrong? No, you didn't. And it's not about you. This is about him trying to deal with a feeling that's overwhelming. A feeling he may have never experienced in this way before. That's why now, more than ever, you need to remember what you feel. Trust. Even on the days when everything seems still. Even in the silences. Because what you're doing is bigger than words can express. It's like he's learning slowly, not to run away from what he feels for you. And he is. It's just that he's still scared. He's not pulling away because he doesn't feel. He's doing it because he feels too much. He's trying to protect himself from something that, deep down, he knows is intense, real, and transformative. And yes, that is scary. Especially when someone has spent their whole life thinking they need to stay in control all the time. When loving meant losing something. Or losing oneself. You are being understood, even when he says nothing. You are being felt. And that is the most important thing right now. Because there is love there. Even if it isn't ready to be named yet. Even if he is still trying to deny it. It's already in motion. It's already acting. And it's already choosing you. Just not in the way you might have expected. So if you can, hold this gently. You are exactly where you need to be. What you feel is real. What you've built so far is strong enough to continue, even on cloudy days. And you don't need to rush, prove, or demand. You just need to keep being you. That woman who loves with presence, who gives herself truly, who sees the other even when they try to hide. And maybe, in the midst of all this, without promises or certainties, you'll realize that it's already love. A silent love, but firm. A love that heals, in the way that true healing happens, quietly, but with impact. You are important in this story. Much more than you imagine. And he feels it. Even if he doesn't say anything. Yes, beloved. Because what this person feels for you goes far beyond what they can express. It goes beyond logic. It goes beyond what they have experienced so far. You are a presence that teaches, transforms, and reveals. And little by little, they are surrendering. Now, allow me to make a request. Deep down in your heart, if this resonated with you, if at any point you felt these words were written for you, write in the comments, I recognize the power of my presence. This simple act will open doors in the spiritual realm. It will show that you are ready to continue this journey. It will activate even more light, even more love, even more healing within you. And, dear soul, prepare yourself. Because what is to come is even more beautiful. You are not just healing wounds. You are teaching someone how to truly love. And that changes everything. Now, the angels want you to know, even if you haven't yet heard words directly from this person's mouth, feelings are already taking shape. Inside them, something is being structured. There is a growing understanding that you are more than a beautiful memory or a charming coincidence. You are an opportunity for a new beginning. Yes, a new beginning. And not just any new beginning. A new beginning filled with healing, depth, and meaning. This person has been reflecting on what it means to be by your side. What life with you would be like, the daily routine with you, the laughter with you. They think about this more than you can imagine. And even though they try to convince themselves that everything is under control, the truth is that their heart has already chosen you. What remains now is for them to allow themselves to live this feeling. You might be wondering, but what if they can never do it? What if their fears are greater than their love? The angels say, do not underestimate the power of healing love. True love doesn't force, it transforms. And the transformation has already begun. Slow, silent, but irreversible. And it is at this point in the journey that you need to remember who you are. You are not someone begging for scraps. You are a gift. A spiritual gift. A divine answer. And just by existing in this person's life, you are already playing a huge role in their evolution. This is the moment to take a deep breath and trust. Trust in what is being built behind the scenes. Trust in divine timing. Trust in what you feel. Because, yes, your intuition is right. And yes, what is coming is even greater than you imagined. There is a preparation happening in the invisible realms. The angels are working on details you can't yet see, but that will be revealed in due time. And when that happens, everything will make sense. You'll understand why you waited. Why you trusted. Why, even amidst doubts, you chose to keep your heart open. This person's life is already being impacted by your light. It may seem like they're still distant, not showing what they feel. But don't be fooled. Every day they think of you. Every day, something inside them ignites. And that fire, that flame, will not go out. Because it's true. Because it's divine. And do you know what's most beautiful? You are healing, yes. But you are also inspiring. You are showing that it's possible to love without losing yourself. That it's possible to feel deeply without nullifying your own existence. That it's possible to be strong and still be gentle. This duality you carry, of strength and sensitivity, is what is opening paths where there were once walls. And little by little, this person is lowering their guard. They are starting to want to be truly seen. They are preparing to say what they never had the courage to say. When that moment arrives, and it will arrive, you won't need grand declarations. A glance will be enough. A gesture. A touch. Because you already recognize each other at a soul level. And souls that recognize each other always find their way back. The angels show me that this reunion will be different. It will no longer be about expectations, demands, or insecurities. It will be about surrender. About truth. About building something that no one else will understand, but that the two of you will feel like home. Now allow yourself to imagine, what would it be like to live this connection without fear? What would it be like to open your arms to this love that has been healed from within, day after day? Visualize. Feel. Bring this energy close to you. And if at this moment your heart is racing, it's because you know. You know that this message was sent to you. You know that something greater is unfolding. You know that you are healing, and being healed, at the same time. And this is where I ask you for something very special. If you feel that this journey is yours, that this love is yours, write in the comments, I trust in the healing my love brings. This phrase is a spiritual seal, a signal to the universe that you are ready to live this love with courage, presence, and faith. Remember, you are not alone. The angels are with you. They are guiding every step, every gesture, every synchronicity. And what lies ahead is sacred. Keep being light. Keep being healing. Keep being you. The angels still whisper one more truth. A moment is approaching, silent and powerful, that will change everything. A kind of turning point. An instant when what was hidden will come to light. And you, dear soul, need to be ready, not in fear, but with your heart wide open. This person, who has kept their feelings hidden for so long, is about to take a step. A gesture that may seem small, perhaps even confusing, but that will carry the purest intention of closeness. It might be an unexpected message, an invitation, a subtle comment, a casual encounter, but it will be the beginning of something new. At this moment, what matters most is how you will receive this sign. The angels ask, do not react with doubt. Don't look to the past expecting it to repeat itself. This is no longer the same person. Nor are you the same woman. Both have transformed. And now, what lies ahead is building. You may still be hurt from attempts that didn't work out. You may fear opening up again and getting hurt. But the angels say, the love that heals does not repeat, it evolves. And what is being cultivated between you is neither immature nor superficial. It is something that was born from chaos. It grew in the darkness. And it now blooms with light. Be gentle with yourself during this process. Don't demand perfection or rush things. Soul relationships are built with care. They require presence, listening, eye contact, touch, truth, and above all, reciprocity. And that reciprocity is coming. It arrives in the form of attention, care, a genuine willingness to learn more about you. Not just what you show, but what you feel, fear, and desire. Because this person is beginning to want to dive into your essence. And that's when you'll realize it was worth it. Every silence, every wait, every choice not to give up on yourself. Now, I want you to imagine a future where this person looks into your eyes and says, "I didn't know how, but I always knew it was you." Imagine the impact of those words on your heart. Picture the warmth, the relief, the confirmation. Can you feel it? Because this is not a fantasy. It's a prophecy. It's something that is already forming in the spiritual realm. And by recognizing and embracing this possibility, you accelerate your path toward it. The universe works with clarity. And now that you know what is happening beneath the silent emotions of this person, you can choose how you want to proceed. With fear or with confidence. With doubt or with faith. With neediness or with the strength of someone who knows their worth. The angels remind you, you are healing light. You are a presence that transforms. You are the answer where there was once only a question. And if all of this resonates with your soul, your moment, your truth, then it's time to take a stand. Right now in the comments, I choose to be healing, not needy. This affirmation will anchor within you the wisdom needed for the next steps. It will remind you in difficult days that you are on a path of true love. A love that doesn't bind, but frees. That doesn't hurt, but heals. That doesn't demand, but recognizes. And how wonderful it is that you are here. Because this is the beginning of a new cycle. A cycle where your wounds transform into wisdom. Where your heart doesn't plead, but attracts. Where your soul finally meets the love it has always deserved. Get ready. Because the revelation is near. And it will come with beauty. With surprise. With truth. Everything begins when you choose to stay in your light. And today, you decided.